vicious. You're a vicious baby. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. Let me scratch your face. Let me scratch your face. You want face scratchies? Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's a good boy. Look at him. He's being nice. Ow. That wasn't very nice. No, I'm not going to scratch your face. That wasn't nice. Oh, now he's mad at me. It's my fault. Chase, did you see this? Chase is back behind me. You can't see him. Come here, Chase. There he is. Oh, Slurpee's being mean to him. Is she not being nice to you? Nope, he's out of here. Come here, Slurpee. No, you're not nice. I just tried to pet you. You just tried to hit me. Hi, Kit. How are you? I tried to pet him. He wasn't very nice about it. Huh? I was scratching your face. I was scratching your face. And then he hit me with his horns. Right? You want to be nice? Let me pet you? No, I tried. You were nice. So we're going to do something a little different tonight. I started a little early because we're going to play a game called How Well Do You Know Us? And Mom's going to, when she gets in here, she will drop the questions. I don't have the list of questions. Mom does. What is up with you? And then we'll go milk Marigold. Hi, Slurpee. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. They've got flies. It's fly season. It's just that time of the year, sadly. Hi. Oh, there's Marigold. She wants to make an appearance. They're feisty today. Something's going on. Something's up with them. Come here, Patty. You're always nice. They're losing their winter coats, if you guys haven't seen yet. So you see that they have like patchy spots. Right? You guys losing those winter coats? You poor babies. They've been actually losing them for a while now, but now they're actually losing them. Patty, run! We're gonna cook you! Oh, that's funny. It is true, though. Ooh, you got the little 4-month thing. You should have saved it for something cool. I like it, though. I always love the little highlighted chat boxes. They're so cool. So Bailey's been a member for 4 months. Shout out to Bailey. Hello, Renee from Vermont. So glad you're here. I hope you enjoy our channel. If you do, please consider subscribing. We are like 2 subscribers away from like 21,000, I think. Which I know 21,000 isn't like a huge achievement, but it's 21,000. Question number, all right, we're gonna play a game called How Well Do You Know Us? So question number 1 is, who is the oldest kid in the family and how old are they? Renee, okay, got it. Antonio, hi. What's up? Okay, Renee, got it. Well, welcome to the channel, Renee. Tino, hey, haven't seen you in a little while. I remember you're from East Texas. We're actually doing the meetup. We're trying to do the meetup again really soon, and we actually found an indoor location now to do it. And so we just need to know if it would be easiest, if you plan on coming, would it be easiest for you to do a Thursday night or Friday afternoon? Brooke is correct. Brooke. And how old am I? Very, very, very close, Renee, actually. I'm surprised that you knew. Anyone new would guess that I'm 15. Oh, you mod 8 lives now. Nice. I can't even mod 1. I just don't have the time. I mod Bailey's, that's it. Like, I am a moderator for other channels, but I don't always get on their lives. I'm just sort of a backup in case they need me to mod. I look 16. That's what most people say, like 15, 16 is what I look. 18? Nope. You want to come bale some hay for us? We don't have the property for it. We looked into getting our property like baled before, but it's like we barely have any property. The only property that you could bale, there's only like an acre or two, maybe. Give them the answer. I am 20. Ooh, scary. I'm actually closer to being 21. Like now, like I'm less than 6 months from turning 21. Welcome, Trisha. Can you tell us something? Sure, tell us something. Yeah, there you go. You gotta come shovel some stuff for us. I do have lots of work that you could do in the garden. Question number 2, how many kids are there total in the Jones family? Hello from Turkey, hi! 10, good job, Renee. I'm actually surprised. You knew? Have you been snooping around the channel? I look like 20, not a lot of people say that. Isn't that horses normally? Not a gardener, that's a lady's job. You would be surprised though, how much heavy lifting you do when gardening. I think that a lot of people see gardening as like not a labor intensive job, and I think that it's not really like labor intensive on maybe like your lower body, but like your arms, very. Question number 3, what is the name of the oldest son in the family? I have watched several, oh, I see what's going on here. You watch shorts. Fun. That's like our thing, that's our main thing. And then, and I finally posted, we now have a content schedule in our bio for you guys. So we finally have a content schedule. Real men move cattle, hogs, and horses. There you go. I'm late. I'm waiting for an email for a job offer confirmation. Awesome. Joshua, good job. I need to make that you do. If you're smart, gardening is pretty laid back, but traditional way of gardening is labor intensive. I agree. It's really, we do like mostly permaculture. We do have some raised beds, but we do mostly permaculture, which once you're done with the setup is like nothing. It's the moving of like the mulch and the compost when you're first getting in there. That's what's labor intensive. And then like otherwise it's just like moving big pots of like bushes, trees, that kind of stuff. So yes, you're right. If you garden the smart way, it's not extremely labor intensive. Hello, James. Creek Squad, right? I actually don't know who that is. Name an animal that we don't have on the homestead. She sounds like she's trying to sell us something. Not today. Not today. Not today. If you notice there's like some stuff linked in the description, but it's not anything like I don't even normally talk about the stuff I have linked. Those geese, yes, we do have geese. They're back. There's the geese. So we have four adults, and then we have 3 babies. Horse, good job. A cat, we do have a cat. We have an outdoor cat. He's not really ours, but he's here, so he's ours now. Oh, don't worry. I started a little early, so you're good. Bull, we actually do have a bull. Let's see. Right there, that is Little Moo. He's a miniature bull. I don't show him a lot on shorts, so that makes sense. He's a Dexter, so he's a mini bull. We've had him since early last year, I think. You see ducks? We do have ducks. Donkeys we don't have. Horses we don't have. Yes, we have a bull and a farm cat, but no donkeys. Yeah, no donkeys. Last question, number 5. What days of the week do we live stream? Except I just sort of gave away how you could go find that out. So my question to the higher ups. Yes, you were right. Got him. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Woo woo. Yep, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Monday and Friday are with the animals, like what I'm doing now. And then Wednesday is with Mom and Dad, and they just like sort of answer questions. All right, that's the last question, guys. We're going to go ahead and get ready to milk. Where's Joshua?
I don't know.
Go find Joshua. We need him to milk. Older. Yeah, you got 2. Go get him. We need him to milk.
He went back older.
Yeah, just go. Go. Okay, so I know some of you might want to see the geese more up close. So here, they're standing here at the fence. So I'll show you. So that's Gandhi. He's the alpha male of the group. He's the head honcho. And then the one with the wing, you see that one with like the little wing issue? He is also a male, but he's a newer member to the family. And then the other 2, I believe, are females. I'm like really like 90% sure they're females. So, bye Tino, hope you're joining again soon. When does Dan usually show up late to the live stream? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hey, Sharon and Paul. Oh, you're just showing off, girl. You're just showing off. That wasn't even cool. That was loud. Yeah, Mom needs to make them much harder next time. I agree. I don't know. Our ducks aren't really good eatins. They're better at laying than they are. They're cooked. Mary's a good girl. All right, so Marigold's the one we're gonna milk. She's the only one in milk right now. By her, you can see her giant bag down there. And then we also have Slurpee, who's not in milk. She's still a little. And then we've got Little Moo the Bull. Obviously, we're not milking him. And then Patty back there, she's just a baby. She's Marigold's baby. The cow was moonwalking. Yes, there's the bull. He's up close now. He's coming over to show off. Yeah, he's coming over. He likes when I rub the side of his face, but then he always hits me with his horns. There you go, baby. You want his face rubbed? Slurpee always is after me, too. And then here's Chase. He's our livestock guardian dog in training. He's still a puppy. Right? Lately, he's been doing really good. We haven't had any issues so far. He doesn't really snap at the cows, which is good. He has, like, once when they are, like, coming to take his, like, they were trying to hit him away from his food. So he got a little upset about that. But look, otherwise, when they come over, he just backs off like that, which is good. That's what we want, more or less. I mean, we don't want the cows to hurt him, but he backs off pretty quickly, so that's good. Right? Does he leave you alone? He does what you want. I don't know what happened to Joshua, but I can't go in here without him because Little Moo always chases me down because of the tripod. Something about my tripod, he doesn't like it. And he's standing right here at the gate too. Like if he was way over there, I'd probably be like, all right, I'll go in. I don't know what happened to him. Joshua like left. He ran away. You are showing off tonight. You rarely ever moo. At least while we're live streaming. She can sometimes get really loud when we're late to milking, and we're not even late tonight, so I don't know why she's mooing today. It's a special occasion. What are you mooing about, girl? So other than the cows and the Chase here, we have the ducks. We've got some different breeds. We have khaki Campbells, Cayugas, I think is how you pronounce it, and then blue Swedish and a couple Muscovies. There's a Muscovy right there, that little white one. And then we have the American buffed geese, and then we also have chickens, turkeys, quail. They're not over here though. They're over on near the house. And then we also have bunnies. He is getting big. Look at him. He's so big. He's going to be a good livestock guardian dog. He's part Pyrenees. So, he's going to be a good livestock guardian dog. Yes, you're a good boy. Very good boy. He's very cute. She's saying Mooner. All right, you guys ready to milk a cow with us? This is exciting. You know, it's funny. We actually started doing these when we started like live streaming regularly. Started doing these, and they happen to turn out to be very like educational streams. You gonna watch him? Because I'm gonna walk in here and he's gonna hit me.
I'm a little nuts. I don't know why.
Okay, you gonna deal with him?
Yep.
You wanna go in first?
Yep. Yeah, right there.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, guys. Hang on. We're trying to get in. Trying.
They're holding up the front of the gate.
Back off, little Moo. We're trying to get in.
No, back.
Look at Slurpee, though. She's pretty. He's saying, let me out. Yeah, I think he does want to get out. You know why? Look at all this grass. Look at it. It's beautiful, and they can't get any of it. It's so sad. We're trying to fence it in for him because we don't want to mow it. We don't want to mow it this year. It's such a waste of time when we have cows. So, yeah, that's why he wants out. Because look at they have grass all the way in the back there. Like, you can see all that green. They have access to all that. But up front here, this is what it looks like. So, no wonder they want out. The horn can be cut at the tips. Yeah, that's fine and all, but their heads hurt just as bad. Well, maybe not just as bad, but pretty bad. Like Slurpee here, she can hit pretty hard. She can be mean herself. All right, if you guys want to see the different ducks, the black ones are the cayugas, and they lay black eggs. It's actually pretty cool. I did not know ducks could do that until we got them. Then these blue Swedish are these gray looking ones here. That's a male khaki Campbell, male blue Swedish. That is a female khaki Campbell, and then 2 males. There's another cayuga. And then Muscovies have like little ground beef faces, but if you want a quiet breed of duck, Muscovies are great. They're so quiet. They barely make any noise. Look, they don't even quack. Muscovies don't quack. So don't get Muscovies if you want like rubber duck quacking sounds, because they don't make them. And then if you do want those sounds, the males don't make them. No male ducks I've ever had so far, they don't make that quacking sound. Only females do. Geese are very loud. They honk at everything. Hi, it's me. How are you? All right, so Mary's getting ready to be milked now. So let's go. Let's get in here. No. Ow. Okay, I guess you're coming in. Thanks for that. Marigold just like, you guys couldn't see, but she just like hit me out of the way. That wasn't very nice, ma'am. Wow, rude. Very rude. Hang on, guys. I gotta clean my camera lens here. It's really bad. Okay, there we go. It was like all fuzzy. I'm good so far, and you? I'm doing pretty good. Busy day, but good. I'm just gonna, oh, my eye. You got it in my eye. It was a busy day because I had Master Gardener volunteering today, and that was from like 9 to like 12:30. So thankfully I got a lot of hours today, but it took a long time. So pretty much like we volunteer at like city parks and stuff, and we upkeep them, and then that's how we get our hours. So there's like certain projects that we can do. I think the county that I'm certified with, they have like 7 projects, I think, which is nice because there's lots to do, but some of them are far away. The good thing about volunteering too with the Master Gardeners is like even your driving time is counted as volunteer. So if, let's say I had to drive like a half an hour one way to get to a project, I'd get an extra hour time for driving up and back, that's nice. So this one wasn't a far drive, but it still took a long time. There was lots to do. It was a little weeding. The weeds are back, surprisingly. Who knew? So yeah, that was a while. But otherwise, doing awesome so far. All right, there we go. Might want to, maybe I'll lift this up a little bit more. Let's see here. Sorry guys, hang on. I'm showing Marigold. She's so pretty. All right, so if you guys have any questions about Marigold, the milking process. Okay, what did I do here? There we go. Marigold or the milking process, let us know in the chat. It's good to hear. Awesome. And then, so Marigold, for those of you who don't know, she's 6 or almost 6. She produces 5 gallons or 19 liters of milk a day on average right now, which is surprising for her because it has been over 12 months since she's had a baby. I think it's because of all the fresh grass. Possibly. She's a very happy cow right now with all the fresh grass. Like Joshua said, they've been very rowdy, and you heard her mooing in the background very loudly. Playing a game while watching, fun. So Joshua, we milk the traditional way, or like the
standard.
The traditional way, the old-fashioned way, whatever you call it, the hand milking way. We don't have a machine milker for a few reasons. First of all, we don't have power over here. Second, we do not, what was I going to say? Marigold was trained to be hand milked by the person who owned her prior to us. She was on a small family farm, and they hand milked all of their cows. They had a small raw milk business, and they hand milked all their cows, and they had Marigold since she was a baby and trained her to hand milk. So that was another reason. So we would have had to retrain her. And then also Marigold is a 5-teated cow. So she has 5 teeth. The one is in between her front and back teeth there, and it's a little bit shorter than the rest, and then no milk comes out of it. Is it true that if the cow is done giving milk, if they will give powdered milk? You know, it's crazy, though, some of the stuff that people will believe about animals. And, like, I don't judge people for believing, like, crazy things about animals, especially if you've never had animals. But, like some of them are a little out there. Like, the one about the cows that produce chocolate milk. Brown cows produce chocolate milk. Oh, Spain, France, and Portugal were without power. I'm using an old wired one. I still haven't bought a new one. It doesn't work on some games, but it's better than nothing. There you go. You work with what you got. I don't know. Wired like a wired mouse is like, I can't use that. I'm fighting with the cord the whole time. Like wireless everything. It's nice. No, the flies. One landed on me. Have Josh shake the cow for a milkshake. Yeah, we'll just pick up the 1,200-pound cow and shake her. Hi. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah. Hi.
It's Jonathan.
Well, that's what.
What?
Oh, I said that's what happens when a cow gets scared. No,
The cow gets shooken up.
No, scared.
Joshua said when the cow gets scared, she makes a milkshake. Mom has the breaking news tonight.
What?
About Spain, France, and Portugal
I heard.
without power. That's what I said. That's what
country.
I said.
I heard.
Whole country of France. The whole.
Oh, the whole country?
Of each one.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Government down.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
Wait, I can probably get a kick.
Yeah, she's probably going to kick. She's a little wound up today. I'm allergic to cows and horses. Ooh. I'm definitely allergic to something in the field. I don't know what it is,
Goat weed.
but something definitely flares up my allergies. If I'm over here for like over an hour at a time, it will get pretty bad. Like you might hear sometimes, well right now I'm congested, but I've been congested for days. So, but normally it can get, I start like having like sneezing fits and stuff. Josh has some work to do on his jokes.
What do you mean? That was a good one.
He said that was a good one. Oh, Joshua gets his bees on Monday.
Yes.
Yes. Joshua, so she told us we were supposed to get them 1st of May,
Thursday.
which was fine. We would have done that.
Thursday.
We did have something planned on Thursday, but it was like we could have like made it work. Anyway, we asked her if there was any way we could get them Monday instead, and she was great. She was like, yeah, no problem. I just won't pull them until Monday. Like, I'll feed them and whatever. Not a problem. So that's great.
First trip for the nuke, it's gonna be like $225 too.
Well, that's normal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
saying,
I mean,
these are more expensive than
$225
you
is
think.
like, that's what you pay for bees.
No, I'm saying these are more expensive than probably people think.
Yeah, bees are extremely expensive because you have to do the hive.
Yeah, but it's more upfront costs.
It is a lot of upfront costs.
As long as they don't leave.
As long as they don't die or leave.
Exactly.
You're good.
You're like
So it's the hive, it's the bee suits,
the equipment.
then you have to buy all the equipment. And then Joshua's did not get an extractor, even though a lot of people like recommend it, because they are over $1,000. And so Joshua found some ways to do it without the extractor, and he's going to test it out. And if you feel that it's something that you're going to continue doing.
A lot of people do it without the extractor.
Right, but if you feel that's something you're going to continue doing, you'll eventually invest in an extractor. Yeah. Because it's a lot less time. And you don't destroy the, because if you do it, you got to cut it all apart.
Just get the bucket down.
What does the cow udder feel like? Okay, it's sort of like, it's fuzzy. Like fuzzy. So, like, imagine petting like a short-haired dog. But it's also like, it's squishy. So here, I'll bring it a little closer so you can sort of see. It's like, it's extremely squishy. So she's got, it's sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, how would I describe it, Josh? Help me out. It's soft. These veins are not soft though, those are hard. So she's got like little hard, the veins are hard. You have to actually watch for hard lumps in the udder, because that can mean some bad
Sort
things.
of like a dog's belly area. Just a little softer,
yeah,
a little
it's
more
like
mushy.
It's like mushy and soft.
Maybe like a bag filled with water.
Maybe.
The feel of it,
Yeah, it feels like it's filled with fluid. Like when you push on it, especially when it's full, it feels like it's filled with fluid.
Fill a bag up with a strong, like put 3 bags in one.
Like freezer bags?
Oh, freezer bag, yes. Get a freezer bag full of water. Not full, but like somewhat full.
It's going to be a little bit more squishy than what hers is. Because there's hard parts of her quarters.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, get a freezer bag of milk and then put fuzz on it. There you go.
Well, it feels like a short-haired dog, the fuzz. And her teats don't have any hair on them. So they're like naked. For some reason, when I'm outside, my nose starts to run and my eyes get tears from him. Yeah, allergies. Jim, you are watching us milking our cow live. It's awesome. I know.
There's no way there's 6 people in here either.
How much does he want? If he gets... how much does he want us to send as a super chat if he gets stung?
Me?
Joshua wanted me to live stream bringing the bees back.
Yeah,
I told him... And look, I'm probably going to tape like a short of bringing the bees back. Yes.
Okay, we'll live stream.
I got a bee suit, by the way. And I was going to post pictures for you guys because I tried it on. But I want to get pictures of him in his bee suit, too. To show.
We're going to at least live stream eventually at the beehive, right?
Probably. I don't know.
That would be cool.
I'd have to wear a bee suit, though.
It would be so hot.
The bee suit's so hot.
Just find a colder
So
day.
hot.
Soak your face.
Woo, we hit 21,000 subscribers!
And they say I've never met a person who hasn't got stung once, at least, beekeeping.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna get stung beekeeping. That's like...
It's like the main thing.
Woo woo!
The main attractment.
It's a lot of subs. Yeah, it's a lot of subs compared to, you know, when you had like 100 subscribers. Thank you, though. It's all thanks to you guys.
21,000, 21, was it 21,000?
Yeah, we're 21,000.
21,000 people watching your every move.
Hello, Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome in. When I first saw a video of yours, I honestly thought you were 15, no joke. Yeah, I know. I'm honestly surprised. It's crazy because Bailey here, my younger sister, who looks older than me, like everyone swears she's older than me, right? She has gotten violations on other platforms for being underage, and I have never received one. Ever. On any platform, I've never received an underage violation. Ever. And she's received multiple, which is ridiculous. It's crazy.
Brooke, you should ask people how tall they think you are.
How long time no see. Hi, Puppet Master. How are you? There are benefits to being stung.
Yeah, you get less allergic.
Ow.
You build up a tolerance.
I don't know. I got stung twice when I was 7. Now I'm afraid of bees.
You start building up
I guess I'm going to learn to not be afraid of them.
You start to build up a tolerance the more you get stung, actually. It gets easier.
The Bee Gees. Oh, that's funny.
Whoa, who said what? Whoa. Who said what?
Dan said if you get him and the brothers together, they can be called the Bee Gees. I don't think you're not going to understand that.
What is that?
Congrats on the milestone. You're only going to keep growing and growing. Just like the Energizer Bunny kept going and going. She's 5'2". Shorter.
You?
Shorter.
What?
You told them to guess my height.
What?
Although if they saw some of the videos, they know my height.
Yeah. She's 4'9".
No.
Yes.
No, 4'11".
Oh. Oh, right. Sorry. 4'11".
He's trying to make me shorter than what I am. Yes, really. Look, on camera I don't look short. Because it gives you, like, a false idea of how tall I am. Because, like, I'm at your eye line, right? So you're thinking, like, whatever height, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, whatever height you are, that's probably, like, around the height you're thinking, maybe. Okay, look, I've watched someone for a long time. I thought that they were around the same height as me. I saw them in some pictures with, like, other people, like, from away, like, back up. And they are much taller than what I thought they were.
4'11", 5. What's different?
Bee Gees is a music group.
Oh.
Google it.
Thank you. I will.
Me and the bees, we got beef since the last time they stung me for no reason. Exactly. They just sting you for no reason.
Well, don't bother
And, like,
them.
I wear skirts, right? So I was at a friend's house, and the bee just decided that because it got caught under my skirt when I was 7, it was going to sting me. Twice.
Well, you shouldn't have been letting it go.
I am between 4'11" and 5 foot. It's like a debate.
It-
Some things say 4'11", some say 5 foot.
There's no difference. Doesn't-
Yeah, no, the camera does not help you look short at all. It doesn't. And the crazy thing about it, too, is when you're filming on a phone, for example, this is
Look
crazy.
down- what?
The camera adds 10 pounds because of the wide angle. And I'm not joking. It does. Like, if you look it up, guys, if you're shooting on a phone, because it shoots at such a wide angle, it adds 10 pounds. Isn't that the craziest thing?
Whoa, then I'm pretty skinny.
That cow way taller. The cow, she's probably about, she's probably around close to my height. Like, when I'm standing, I can see over her.
I can't.
John can't.
Yeah, but he's only.
I try to stay calm to not show any fear because I heard they can smell fear and sting, but they still stung me anyway.
I don't know.
Can they smell fear? Please?
No, I don't remember.
Oh no. Look, I wasn't gonna get a bee suit. I was gonna let Joshua do the filming. I was just gonna like tell him what footage I needed to put videos together.
Mom
and then I found out, I wasn't even thinking, while he is away at the Appalachian Trail, someone has to take care of his bees.
My babies.
So guess who had to get a bee suit so that I could take care of his bees? Now I have to shadow him for the next couple of weeks because when they go away, I have to take care of his bees, so I have to shadow him for right now to learn how to take care of him because I didn't read anything. I read a little bit like online stuff about bees, but he read all the books and stuff. Wait till you get my age. You shrink. Dad is shrinking. Dad is shrinking. I don't know if he'll admit it, but he is shrinking. I started running. I must be lucky I have hornets fly into my work truck and hang out for a few minutes before they leave. I've never met such bugs that can sting so nice. I heard dogs and bees can smell fear.
I don't remember reading that, but
Someone is asking what the teats feel like. Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so the teats don't have any hair on them.
like a boneless finger.
Yeah, it's sort of like a boneless finger. Because they bend. They bend very easily, and she doesn't even care.
Like a bone.
It's like a boneless finger. Exactly. Thank you. It's like a jellyfish finger. That's a good question, though. The ones at the museums. Okay, this is funny. When we went to the Children's Museum, I was like, we need to do a video, like milking the museum cow versus milking a real cow. The rubber teats on they did not have it filled, so I couldn't actually do that even if I wanted to. But the rubber teats feel nothing like a real cow's teats. It was actually sort of weird. I don't know, but he's right. It's skin, right? It's skin and muscle, and there's no bone in there. So he's right. It's a boneless finger.
Thank you. And I came up with that on.
So what is this? This is a milking live stream. So we're milking our cow live.
There's no way there's only 7 people.
No, there's not only 7 people in here.
There has to be at least
We've gotten
10.
subscribers and stuff too.
Yeah. And I've seen why people chatted me that.
Boneless chicken. Ooh, yeah, I like boneless chicken.
No.
Sort of, except it doesn't feel so raw. To be honest, I'm afraid of cows, believe it or not, living in Vermont where we have a gabillion cows, but being allergic and stuff, I never really went near them, so I'm afraid because of their size. But yeah, Mom actually doesn't like Marigold's size either. Like, Marigold is a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She will sidekick you if you cross her, but she is a sweetheart. And Mom does not like to get near her because of her size, which is understandable. I mean, she's a big girl. Marigold could seriously hurt you.
This is actually probably this is a normal sized cow.
Well, yeah, she's normal size.
Probably a little bit
she's
bigger.
probably, well, like compared to like an Angus, she's not.
That's true. That's true.
Angus are bigger. She's
So
a
normal
normal
size.
dairy cow size. She's about 1,200 pounds. She's probably like 4'10" to 5 foot
She's
tall.
a little rounder than the other one.
But they can move faster than you think, too. Can you make old-fashioned ice cream? Huh? I haven't really perfected it, and I sort of just went to like frozen yogurt because it's easier. Like, we just make yogurt from the milk, because all you have to do when you make your own frozen yogurt, you just dump the yogurt into an ice cream maker with toppings. It's that simple. Old-fashioned ice cream, it takes a little bit more perfecting, especially when you're using raw milk. Mom doesn't mind, right, yeah, you don't mind being near her, but you don't like being on the side of her because she can kick, which is understandable.
She's also afraid of geese.
Yeah, the geese.
Let's be clear.
Or a gloved finger with air in it. Sorta.
A little more puppy.
And there's muscle in there.
And it comes back. It reflates after you.
Well, right, like that, the teats are not just
give you
skin. There's muscle in there. Like, you can feel it, the muscle. So, yeah, more like, yeah. But that would be a good comparison of something that you can actually, like, touch.
But you can actually, it's
A
hard.
bag of hand sanitizer. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
No, the thing is,
Like a gel? Is that what you're saying? Like a bag of, like, gel?
maybe
That would
Jell-O.
be closer than water, yes.
Maybe like Jell-O in a bag.
I like boneless
Yeah.
chicken because
Yeah,
they're
I
easier
see,
to
yeah.
catch than the chicken with legs and wings. It's a healthy respect for her. Yes, Mom is definitely afraid of geese. I've tried to get her to come in with the geese. Like, she'll come in with the geese, but she won't, like, the geese aren't allowed near her.
Geese are mean.
The goose, Gandhi, bit Bale's butt through the fence.
I know he did. I saw
I think
him.
she was on alive too.
Yes, she was. It was a little sad.
She's
Gandhi,
like,
look, Gandhi, he will not respect you unless you make him respect you.
he respects me.
Oh, yeah. And he
I pick
respects
him up,
me.
yeah.
Well, right, we grab him.
Bale,
So he will not respect you unless you make him respect you.
Hey, John.
Done.
Carry it back. To
Mom does, yeah, Mom prefers the inside.
It's empty.
Mom would rather be inside.
And the cows will stay away.
Yep, that's true. Yes, but the geese are actually been really good animals to have. They don't escape. The ducks escape. Okay, they are bad. They have been all the way over at the
They just
neighbors.
escaped.
And the neighbors aren't that close. I've seen them over at their house. I'm surprised that they haven't, like, left a note on our door telling us to keep our ducks in line. But I try to keep them over here. They escape. And then the geese don't escape. They're great. You clip their wings, they can't go anywhere. They can't slip out of the fence because they're too big. They can't fly because you've clipped their wings. They really don't bother you as long as you've established your dominance with them. So, I'm going to flip it around so you guys can see Marigold's face. Were your parents brought up on farms? What did they do before? Okay, no, they were not brought up on farms. This is like first generation farming right here.
Mary, I'm just gonna take a few things.
And what did they do before homesteading? So Mom, let me think. Before homesteading, they did full-time. Okay, so like we lived in Pennsylvania till I was like 6 years old. They had their own business at the time. Then they sold that business, and we did full on-the-road ministry work for... Mom can fill in the blanks for me. Mom, blank years. And I was still young, so I don't remember all the details like that. But and then we did some work in Puerto Rico, and then when we came back here, they were sort of still like working, doing their own businesses. till, I mean, they're still doing their own business, the one that they started. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Can the ducks fly, by the way? Certain breeds can fly. So Khaki Campbell, Blue Swedish, Cayugas, they like flap and they can like get a little off the ground, but they don't really fly. They can't even get up in trees. Muscovies can full on fly like wild ducks can. I have clipped some of their wings, but they don't really go anywhere, so I just let it go. They only really use their wings to like get up in the trees and stuff to roost for the night, which honestly is safer than locking them in a cage anyway, so you know, I just sort of let them. My ducks aren't in a row either. yeah, I don't know. The ducks just like, they like to explore. I think because the geese probably manhandle them a little bit in here. I've seen them. The geese like make them do things, and if they can go outside the fence and the geese can't. So they just want to be like away from the geese, I think. And it's fine. They used to escape before the geese got here, but it's definitely the geese manhandle them a little bit. Yes, definitely join Mom and Dad Wednesday. That is a much better time to ask that question. They know. You can also just like drop, like if you missed that live stream, like just drop your questions like in the comments, or like Mom, maybe you can just like write these questions down, and then if she doesn't come on Wednesday, you'll just make sure to like answer them. Where in PA? I lived in South Williamsport for a year. If you don't catch us live, watch it live. We're sure to answer your questions better. Brian grew up in Birds Road, Douglasville area. I grew up in Allentown, Reading area. Fun. Fun. Mary, you ready to go out? You ready to go out, honey? I still love her pink halter. It's so her. You have a Reading in Massachusetts? That's cool. I know there's one in Pennsylvania, so here, let me take this off of her. Hey, give me your halter. Thanks. You want to come out now? Whoop. Just gonna toss it back there.
Oh, and Brooke, I just remembered, these can't smell fear, but they can sense emotion, like, and...
Oh, they can, like, sense emotion?
Well, it's like dogs, but they can, like, he's sort of right, but it's not just fear.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to fold up the tripod, like,
I was just thinking about it, yes. It's sort of.
Sort of, okay. So that's a yes.
Like, when you're scared, they can feel it.
So they can sense it.
But if you're sad or you're angry, they can still sense it. It's just like any animal.
Oh, let's get out of here. He's coming, and I don't want to deal with him. Hi!
Looks like we already have to.
Hi! You're such a sweet boy! Can I rub your face? He's like, no, you may not. You may not rub me. Oh, yeah, we're going to bribe him. I'm out of here.
Go.
Run! Get out of here, Chase!
He's not interested in food. What are we doing?
Look, see, there's a Muscovy right there. I didn't go home with the other ones, but it'll probably roost in a tree.
Well, no,
like, we have these trees here, and they'll get up in them.
That's the broody one. She stays out.
Oh, is she sitting on eggs? Where's her eggs?
I don't know. I can't. She's not on right now. Dad got him.
Look at her. She's busy.
Fishing.
Oh, yeah, it's time to get the poo noodles for little Moo.
First horns. Safety feature.
Watch him. Okay, let me see. Yes, it's time to get the pool noodles. Do you have? Stop it! I don't want to play with you, Chase. Come on. I know you got teeth coming in, so you want to bite everything.
I will keep walking.
Come on, back off.
Beehive tour again.
Beehive tour again. Josh, take the dog. He's biting me. Get. Oh man, he's got teeth coming in, so he's just biting everything. Do you have designs I can make when I start cross stitch? I'll save an Instagram or email when we can say your text. Okay, so the cross stitching, I'll think about it. The cross stitch. The Instagram, the family Instagram, is the only one that I have, but I answer the DMs normally on there, so like it is sort of my Instagram, I guess. Email, I don't really have a personal email. The only email that I have, again, is this for this channel, because I never really needed a personal email for anything, so I just have the like work email, and honestly I don't really check it that often. I check it every day, but it takes me so long to go through and answer everybody. It's just, so Instagram's probably better.
Hey, you showed the zinnias and melons coming.
It'll be great to see the potatoes on Little Moo. Yeah, that's gonna be so cute. All right, Joshua wants me to show you. That's a zinnia. That's a zinnia.
We have a bunch of zinnias.
That's a zinnia. There's literally zinnias everywhere, guys. They popped up everywhere. Those are watermelons. That and that. That's just beehive, which I think he found out he needed another bottom box.
Later down, yes. Later.
Yeah, I would just go, Dan, directly through the Instagram that you already have. And if I'm not already friends with you, I will make sure that I'm friends with you so it's easier for you to contact me. Because if you're not my friend, you have to send like message requests and stuff. And so I'll just make you my friend on there.
Look, we have a bunch of watermelons coming. Zinnias.
Watermelons, that's like a hill, so it's like 3. There's another one. Zinnia.
This over here is Jubilee.
Yeah.
The ones against the wall are orange glow melons.
Okay.
And the ones to the left here are sugar babies.
Oh, nice. And then back there is the potatoes. So you guys see all those here. I'll walk around. It'll be easier if I walk around.
I put a net up just so.
Is that a bean?
Yep.
That's a
I
bean?
have a few.
Okay, you have a few beans in here.
Yeah,
This is Joshua's area. He said that like he would tend to this area. He wanted to put some like flowers in here and stuff for the bees and stuff. So
and I put
the potatoes are mine. That's why they're outside the red thing. So now I have to wear a bee suit when I take care of the potatoes.
digging them up in a hot bee suit.
Yeah, thanks for that. These are potatoes. You see the little straw mounds and the plants coming out of them? Like these here, potatoes. And let me just tell you guys, these look the best potato plants that we've ever had so far. So I'm really, really hoping for a decent harvest.
Sorry, but that might look a little ridiculous, digging them up in a bee suit.
Okay, I was thinking about making designs you could sell on your channel. We can talk about different designs about the farm that might sell good. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I love that. Friends. Yeah, I think I'm friends with you, Scotty, too. I'll make sure that I am so that you guys can send DMs without requesting. What's your weather like? It snowed here today. It's actually nice. It's warm.
It's humid.
It's humid, but it's not like too bad.
The sun hasn't been out all day.
Yeah, you can see it's sort of like overcasty, which is nice for here. You don't want the sun here. It just gets way too hot.
No,
sunflowers will be good for bees. You're planting some sunflowers.
I couldn't find them. I think we need more seeds. I was gonna grow them up against the walls.
You know where I have some? You know that wood box of seeds that I have?
I looked.
They're in there.
Looked.
They're definitely in there.
That's where I found the lavender.
He also planted lavender, but he planted it he put lavender in the seed tray, so they're over at the house.
I like to control it.
Yeah, and I understand what he's saying. If you plant seeds right in the ground, which is fine for some crops, if they don't come up, or like so many come up, it's just a hassle of like planting your in-ground space. Where like if you start stuff in seed trays, you see how many come up, what comes up, and then you can plan out your in-ground area.
Yes.
Right, better.
I get to decide exactly where it goes. It's much fun.
Right. Two of my nieces graduate from Texas A&M. Ooh, fun, awesome. Texas A&M is great. The Master Gardener course that I took was actually through Texas A&M, or Texas Ag, which is pretty much, yeah, all the same thing.
I think the bunnies are
out here, wild lavender makes great honey. Ooh, I wish we had wild lavender. We don't, though. Yeah. We have a lot of wild flowers. Like, the pink ones are sweet evening primrose. Those are edible. I don't know what the yellow ones are.
We also have,
Prulina vigoralis. Oh boy, I totally butchered that.
Heal.
Or heal-all or self-heal, that's what it's also called. And it's this stuff right here. There's a reason it's called heal-all or self-heal. So you can make like tinctures out of it and you can dry it and stuff. I'm going to try not to give too much advice. I am not an herbalist or a doctor. So whatever I share on here, you guys need to take with a grain of salt or whatever. I'm not like permitted to share medical advice. Okay? So there's a reason it's called heal-all.
You share the wild garlic too, it's right up here.
Texas, have a PM today. Oh my. What about this flower? Yeah, this flower is really, really good. We actually need to harvest some of it before it goes to seed, because right now is actually when they're flowering like this is the best time to harvest them. The white ones. Do you know what the white ones are?
I do not.
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I couldn't find that out. For next time, maybe. I'll have to take a picture. I can't take a picture while I'm live streaming, or else I would.
Now
this right here is wild garlic, but you have to be careful because there are some poisonous wild garlics that actually look very similar to these.
This is not.
This is not the poisonous one.
Look, each one of these things, you just crumble them up, and then look.
Yeah, and they taste like garlic.
It tastes exactly like the garlic. They're going in the seed right now, but.
Yeah, we need more tincture and tea. Yeah, we make tincture and tea out of these. And we do need more. We didn't harvest as many last year as we should have. We did harvest plenty the year before for both years, so that was good. But we need to harvest more this year. So we always like try and let the field go a little bit so we can get some of these out of it, because these are really good. Oh, and the leaves are edible as well. You can put them in like salads and stuff. Vermont's flower is the red clover. Ooh. Yeah, Texas's flower is the bluebonnets. We do not have any on our property, but it has seeds. The problem with the bluebonnet seeds is you have to start them in the fall, and I always miss the window for starting them. But if you can plant bluebonnets in your area, they are legumes, so they will actually feed the soil nitrogen. I want to put some in the garden, especially because we're going to have the bees now. I would like to plant some bluebonnets for them as well.
The more flowers, the more honey.
The texture of poison ivy. No, thank you. I'm not going to touch it. I will break out so bad.
The texture is...
If you're a vampire, watch out for those. What were the ones that... It's just called, like, wild garlic. So here, let me find another patch for you.
Oh, there's so many, right?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch right here. We get it in our area, but you got to be careful because there are poisonous ones that look just like them. So you sort of have to, like, look... I think it's at the roots, right, Josh, to determine...
I don't know, but here, look.
Here, no, I'm going to show one down here, planted. So they are actually, they opened up now, but they're normally like closed over and they look one garlic clove. Now they see it looks like a whole bunch of them.
Well, that's what you get though, the little.
Yeah, they like fall apart.
They're little.
And they taste like garlic. And you can use them like garlic. You know, to season things and stuff. But you do have to be careful because there's a poisonous one. Looks just like it. It's really hard to tell. Oh no, that's a myth. That's a myth.
What?
You can pick bluebonnets. It's recommended that, you know, when you see a patch of bluebonnets, you're allowed to pick them, you're allowed to collect seeds from them. They ask you, you know, be considerate. Don't take all the seeds from the area. They're trying to get them to spread. Don't pick all the flowers out of the area. So it's totally okay to pick flowers in Texas, the bluebonnets. It's okay to harvest the seeds. A lot of the master gardeners do it. They'll stop at the side of the road when they're in seed and they'll collect the seeds. So you can collect seeds from bluebonnets on the side of the road. You can pick the flowers. They just ask you to be considerate and not pick them all. Yeah, it's a myth. I don't know why people spread that around, but if you actually look it up, it's not real. They spread around, everyone spread around this myth that you can't pick bluebonnets, but it's not true. So if you're ever in Texas and you're here when the bluebonnets are blooming, which is now, you can pick them.
Look, he's hanging out with a rodent.
Up. There he is. There's our... See, if you didn't believe us about the cat, there he is. It's weird, he's not normally here this time.
And how do you
he likes to hang out with the bunnies.
He likes hanging out with a rodent.
Yeah, he likes to hang out with the rodents. Isn't that weird? So, yep, there's Dodo again.
And how do you like hanging out with your favorite food?
And Buck.
Rodents.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hanging out with his... Yeah, he's adorable. He had a brother that was here too. Yeah, him and the bunnies are friends. They love each other. They're very good friends. He had a brother that was here too, the cat. So it was him and his brother, but his brother sadly was became a road pancake. So okay, for Joshua's beehive project. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna flip you guys around. I'm gonna read this. For Joshua's beehive project, do you buy existing hives and then just move them, or do the bees just make the hive from scratch? Okay, so Joshua has like a bee box, right? Like a hive.
We should just show it.
I'd have to walk back over there.
No, don't walk it.
Oh, I don't have time to walk back
I
over
told
there.
you we should have done a beehive tour.
Okay, so he has like box, right? Well, this is Samuel, which by the way, hello, I haven't seen you in a while. Buy existing hives and just move them. Okay, we buy existing hive. We buy a hive, right? A box hive. So you know, like the traditional like beehive. And then we bought a, what is it called? A nuke of bees?
It's called a nuke. Yeah.
A nuke of bees from a local beekeeper. And he's going to pick them up and he's going to move them into the hive, and then they will build honeycombs and honey off the
You want to read too?
frames.
All right.
Was it 1988? Wow, that's a long time. cuddle dog and a rabbit cat. Yeah, so that's how it's working. So right now he has a honey box and a brood box, and I think he said he needs another brood box. So he's gonna order another brood box, I think off of like Amazon or something. You know, you can get anything on Amazon. And he's going
they're like another $50 to $60 for another brood box, sadly. I should have just bought a 10 frame, really.
Do you guys send out notifications before you go live? No, YouTube should. Okay, so if you go, you're subscribed, right? So if you go on our channel page and you click like the down on the subscribe, and or the bell, the little bell icon, and then you'll have like none, personalized, or all. If you click all, it's gonna notify you every time we post a video, every time we put on a post, every time we go live. Or at least it should. I cannot manually send out notifications to people. That would be the easiest way to do this.
Hey, look.
But, oh my.
He's like
the cat.
like a dog. Look at him. Here, you should flip it. Flip it.
You're a baby. So I would love to manually send out notifications, but YouTube doesn't do it that way. So as long as you have that all turned on, it should notify you every time we go live. And then I also put our schedule, our posting and live stream schedule, in our channel bio now, so you guys know. And then I will, if I ever like cancel a live stream, I always post it in the community page. Like, hey, cancel the live stream, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, the pallet beds funded the whole thing. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Still selling more.
How quickly can you start harvesting the honey?
Some people collect it their first year.
Some people harvest their first year, so it sort of depends on the bees, on how fast they make it.
Yeah. I think I might have got a little bit of a late start this year, though.
Maybe. Yes, he's a little tiger. He is.
But you have to save 60 pounds of honey, at least.
Eat at breakfast. Is it morning where you are? Because it's evening where we are. I think the honey is going to be his liquid gold. Looking forward to seeing how it goes. Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
The thing is, you have to save like 60 pounds for them during the winter. Yeah. So you might not get. You have to save some for the bees.
Right. You have to leave some for the bees for them to eat. You just have to
eye it, sort of.
So yeah, he said need 60 pounds to survive the winter. So if they don't produce more than that, you know, besides what else they're eating over the spring, summer, that kind of stuff, if they don't produce more than that, he can't really take it. He does have bee feeders, so he can feed them some. You can feed them sugar water, honey water.
Well, yeah, that will last them longer, too, so I could take a little more honey.
Right. Right, so he can feed them, too, which is nice. So, yeah. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to head out for the night, but thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you all. Well, you see Mom and Dad on Wednesday, 4:30 Central Time. And then I will be live on here again Friday. I might go live a little early. I normally schedule them for 6, but sometimes I go live a little early. So just stay tuned to your notifications. Yeah, love honey, especially real honey. Yep, we'll see you all Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Some people's honey comes a different color from the flowers.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Wild honey, like, it's like rainbow color sometimes because of all the different kind look and...
I've seen that.
Okay, good. End it.
You gonna say bye?
Yeah, bye. Continue. End it.